Hey guys, we are starting a new standard. I hope your test went well yesterday for NBT2. I'm going to read you what our new standard is, and we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to look at a word problem. Okay, so we're starting NBT1. We did NBT2 last week. In a multi-digit whole number, like this one, okay, a digit in any one place, like the ones place, is 10 times what it is in the place to its right. Okay, so let's say, and I'm going to explain this to you, it does sound very confusing, okay, but any digit in one place, any one place in the whole number. So let's pick the tens place, okay. The tens place, according to the standard, is going to be 10 times what it is in the place to its right, okay, and I gave you an arrow, okay, 10 times the place to its right, okay. That means that the tens place is 10 times greater than the ones place, right? And all that means is that if you have a hop from one place value to the next place value, you're essentially saying times 10, okay? And we can check to see if that works for each place value, right? The hundreds place is 10 times greater than the tens place, right? So 10 times 10, does 10 times 10 equal 100? Yes, we know 10 times 10 equals 100. So we know that the tens place, right, times 10 would land you in the hundreds place, right? 10 times 10 is 100. 1 times 10 is 10, okay? So if you think about it like that, then you can remember that each time that you jump from one place value to the next place value, your new place value is 10 times bigger than where you just came from, okay? And you can continue to test yourself, right? You can say 100, the hundreds place, 100 times 10 is 100 times 10, 1,000. Yes, it is, right? So you can continue to check yourself like this. In the same way that 1 times 10 was 10, that is the way that you can think about this. Now, it's not always going to work if you say times 10. Say I have a 5 in the ones place and a 6 in the tens place. Is 5 times 10 60? No. This is just a way to help you remember the actual standard says that this place value, the place value, is 10 times greater than this place value. Okay? So I'm not saying that whatever number is in this place times 10 is going to equal this number. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the actual value. That's why we're in a place value house right now. The actual value is going to be 10 times greater as you move up into your place values. Okay? So I can go ahead and continue to remind myself that each one of these jumps from place value to place value is going to be 10 times greater than the place value before. Again, not the number, but the actual place value itself. Okay? So each time that you're jumping from one place value to the next, your new place value is 10 times greater than the place value before. All right? So here's my place value house. I've labeled ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions. And I've gone ahead and reminded myself each time that I jump a next place value, I'm 10 times greater. Okay? So I wonder if I made more than one jump. Okay? So I'm thinking, I wonder if I wanted to know how much greater, say, the thousands place is from maybe the ones place. That's several jumps. That's not just one jump, right? That's, let's see, 1, 2, 3 whole jumps. Okay? That just means, and I'm going to write this down so that you can see this later. So let me see. Let me see if I want to know how much greater is the thousands place than the ones place. Right? If I want to figure that out, I'm going to myself look at how many jumps am I making. Okay, so I'm going to use a different color. I'm going to use red because it's a nice bright color. For you, it might look orange. So I'm going to say how much greater is the thousands place and the ones place. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the thousands place. Okay, so here's my thousands place. I'm going to go ahead and start here. And I want to know where am I going to end up, the ones place. Okay, so here. I want to know how many jumps is it going to take me to get from the thousands place to the ones place, because those are the times tens that I'm going to use. Right? So if I'm going from the thousands to the ones place, I'm going to do 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps. How many times tens did I use? I'll let you think about that. How many times tens did I use here? I used 3. Okay, so I'm going to look at these because per the standard, each time I've jumped, a place value is times 10 greater than the place value before itself. So I'm going to say I jumped 3 times 10s. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to say 10 times 10 times 10. And that is going to be how much greater, how many times greater my thousands place is from my ones place. We know that 10 times 10 is 100. Okay? 100 times 10 is 1,000. So I'm going to just do the greater than sign because I'm running out of room. 1,000 times greater than the ones place. Okay, is what I'm going to say. So 1,000 times greater. Obviously, we know that the thousands place is 1,000 times greater than the ones place. Right? I picked a very simple example because if I ask you how much greater is 1,000 than 1, you're going to say it's 1,000 times greater, right? Because going from the ones place up to 1,000, that's just 1,000 greater than 1, right? So I chose a simple example for you so that you can maybe really try to understand this place value house. But again, as long as you remember that each time you are jumping from one place value to the very next, this place value is going to be 10 times bigger than the one you came from. Okay, so it's basically like saying times 10 times 10 times 10, right? And when you have to jump from one place all the way to, you know, maybe 3 or 4 places down like we did here, how much greater is the thousands than the ones, you're just including each times 10 to figure that out. Okay? So I am going to show you a word problem because you're probably thinking, Miss Faulkner, when would I use this? What in the world? Okay, so I'm going to show you a place value word problem. It doesn't look like place value at first, but now that we know our new standard, we can make this easier to solve using what we know about place value now. Okay, now again, I'm going to use my red so it sticks out. So here's my word problem. Cooper has 500 stamps in his collection. His uncle has 10 times as many stamps as Cooper. How many stamps does Cooper's uncle have? And I've put this in a darker, how many stamps does Cooper's uncle have? Because this is the answer statement that I'm going to write out for myself. Whenever you have a word problem, it helps to start with an answer statement. That way you can zero in and know what you're actually looking for, what you're actually solving for. Okay, so I've put the actual answer that I'm looking for bolded. So I'm going to go ahead and write my answer statement before I do anything else because it says how many stamps does Cooper uncle have? That is, let me see. How can I say that in an answer statement? I can say Cooper's uncle has blank stamps. And again, so that's just to remind myself that's what I'm looking for. I'm actually looking for how many stamps does Cooper's uncle have. Okay, now is where we're going to be able to get into what we just talked about with our place value house. Okay, if Cooper has 500 stamps, okay, and I'm imagining these as place values, right? Ones, tens, hundreds, right? He has 500. Okay, 500 stamps. His uncle has 10 times as many stamps. Remember our place value house, okay? If I want to go 10 times bigger, because it says 10 times as many, which means 10 times more, okay? So I'll go ahead and underline that for you to remember that this is what we're actually solving for, because that's what his uncle has, okay? If I want to go 10 times greater than 500, am I moving next words to this place value over here, or am I going backwards? Think about that for a second. He needs 10 times as many as Cooper, all right? So am I thinking about our place value house? And I can show you our place value house again here. So if I'm looking at my place value house, and we know that Cooper is in 500 here, and we know Cooper's uncle has 10 times more, what hop am I making? Am I making a hop this way, or am I going to make a 10 times greater hop this way? You're right if you said you're making a 10 times greater hop going this way. Remember, because as you hop this way, you're getting 10 times greater each hop. So let's pretend that we're hopping, okay? If we know that 10 times greater than the hundreds place is this way, then we know he's going to have in the thousands, right? He's going to have somewhere upwards of the thousands. So we actually need to figure out what 500 times 10 is. What is 500 times 10? It's a lot, right? 500 times 10, he's going to have 5,000 stamps. Okay? Now, again, I want you to think about what I said about place value versus multiplying the actual number. If I was actually multiplying the number 10 times 5 here, it would look like, and I'm going to do this in a different color because I want you to see that it's wrong. It's not the right answer, okay? If you actually said 10 times 5, what would you get? 50, okay? Now, I'd be putting a 50 here. Does Cooper's uncle have 50,500 stamps? No. So I'm going to put an X here so you know, that's not how we do this. We're not multiplying the actual number. It's the place value that you're multiplying. So 500, you know, 500 times 10, this is 5,000. This is not 50,500. Okay, we're looking at just the place value. So I can write in my answer statement that Cooper's uncle has 5,000 stamps. Okay. You are going to be doing a few word problems that are like this right here. And you can see, I'm going to take a picture of this, and I'm going to put it in your module where you're answering your questions, and I'll take a picture of my chart paper, and I'll have that so that you can look at the chart papers while you're solving your word problems. Okay? Just remember that we're multiplying we're multiplying the place values. Okay? We're not multiplying the actual number, like not 5 times 10 and putting 50 here. That's not what we did. We did 500 times 10 is 5,000. We're just looking at place values. Okay, guys? So try your best, and I'm going to see you at closing, and we are going to get through this standard. We're going to master it. Okay?